for months. I was a highly ranked Clash Royale player, free to play back in 2016 or whatever year that was. So I'm stoked for it. Yo, Mike, thanks for the gifted tier 1, bro. Pay to win mobile game PogQ. Okay, so the way I played Clash Royale, yes, it was pay to win. I won't deny it. I won't deny it. But the way I played Clash Royale is I played free to play. And to my knowledge, I was one of the highest free to play players in the world back in like 2015, 2016 or whatever year. And I loved it, man. I played a shit ton. It was great. And anyway, to check out Rumble would be fun. Yo, Willow, thanks for the tier 1. I play the same way in free-to-play games. Yeah, it's like you don't have to spend money. You could just... you're going to get dicked over by the people that do. But, bro, there's no more dopamine than kicking someone's ass who's spent, like, hundreds of dollars on something, and you've spent nothing, and you still win. It's like a massive, massive W. Yeah. To my knowledge, I mean, there was leaderboards back then, and the community wasn't like super big. Like the people at the top kind of knew each other, so yeah. I don't want to claim I was #1, but I was up there, yeah. You going to BCon? I wish, man. We're staying home this year. Power pose. What's this? It's one of these. Who could have beat Snuts? I think the only player to be able to beat Snuts would be a warrior. I think Snuts felt very confident against priests, mages, druids, rogues, other lucks. The only class to beat Snuts would be a warrior. It was the closest, hardest matchup for Snuts. So J-Law or Sony would have been the hardest matchups for Snuts. And I would have loved to see Snuts versus Sony. That would have been a great duel. But J-Law was undead and still lost. So yeah, Snuts dismantled J-Law easily. I mean, it was a good duel. I mean, I thought it was a good duel. Do we have a single VOD for all of the duels? Okay, so I'm glad you asked. So on my channel, I went ahead. If you go to my VOD page, videos, I highlighted the qualifiers and the finals, the championships and the qualifiers. These highlights should stay up forever. I'll keep them here as highlights. They're not VODs, so they won't get deleted. Additionally, I think we're gonna upload the entire thing to my YouTube channel as well. So it'll be archived here on my channel and on YouTube. So if you guys wanted to go back 6 months from now and look at something, it'll be archived there for you. All right, so glad you asked. YouTube is up already? Oh, really? The whole thing is up on YouTube? I talked to my editors yesterday about it. Oh, great. So the entire 8-hour VOD, 100,000. So this will be day 1. The entire 8-hour VOD will go back tomorrow. So it'll be archived there to live there. We'll probably make like a playlist out of it. And then with that playlist, you guys can go back at any time and check it out. So that's cool.
New rap video. Can't wait to see your reaction.
all right. We'll check out the rap video in a bit. Boobs, thanks for the tier 1, man.
Charging.
Oh, man. I think Zico could have done it, but it was like 90-10 favor of Snuts. Guys, I don't know, man. I think Zico could beat a Warlock. I think normally Mage versus Warlock is like 90-10, and I think Zico could beat a Warlock. Snuts isn't a Warlock. Snuts is Snuts. And I don't think, maybe I'm trolling, but yes, that's gonna be a hard one. That's gonna be a hard one. Ever. That's gonna be a hard one. It's gonna be a hard one. Yeah, I think if Snuts was gonna lose, it would have been to J-Law or Sony. I agree. I think Sony or J-Law would have given Snuts the hardest duel. because Warrior is the hardest matchup for Warlock. And other than that, I mean, did it even look like Snuts was sweating? Like, bro, Snuts was just so composed, like, the whole time. Do you ever play League? Not anymore. I played when it came out a bit. OG, thanks for the prime. Zico versus Bean was probably my top 2 favorite duels from yesterday. Zico played out of his damn mind. Zico versus Bean was such a good one. For, like, Zico pre-counterspelled the scatter twice in a row in the clutch.
That wasn't twice.
If he didn't do that, he probably lost.
He
like versus,
got
like,
the self-poison on himself for one of the scatters.
He made the plays over and over and over and over and actually won. I was speechless. It's crazy.
I'm out of range.
Zico versus Bean was awesome. And then Perplexity versus Sony, and then Snuts versus Jayla, and then like those are like the top 3 matches. Then there was, oh yeah, Bean versus Mez was also, so those are the top 4. Those are my favorites. Spicy, thanks for the prime. Sidu versus Savix was a very good duel too. It was close. It was really close. I don't mention it because Savix disconnected, and I have to commend Sidu for waiting. You know, I really do. Mez is so good at WoW. Hell yeah, he is. You guys have to keep in mind Mez is like, you know, played a lot of retail, AWC champion, mechanically insane, but he hasn't played like that much Hunter in classic WoW. And to show up like that and do that well after not playing much Hunter is like really insane.
I can't beat that.
Yo, Gummy Go, thanks for the prime. He didn't wait, lol. He said it on his POV. Sidu confirmed he didn't wait. He couldn't reach him, so he just drank instead of chasing. Oh, really?
Tournament was also
Looked like he waited.
Thanks for putting it together.
Hey, thanks, Wubba Wub. Thanks for the prime, man. Thanks for the prime. And bro, shout out to Tips. Tips was really like the genius brains behind this whole tournament. Like, Tips went nuts for this thing. Hey, Sar, all good? I'm in disbelief from yesterday, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely nuts. Thoughts on Ally tournament? Maybe. Yeah, if we do another one, I think Ally would make a lot of sense because we could see how Paladins do. How do you guys think Paladins would have done?
Paladins suck ass.
Would Paladins have made it to the finals? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah. I'm not super familiar with Paladins because, so we did the CDL tournament in 2019 and that was on Horde. So when I was practicing for the last tournament, I did hundreds of duels against warlocks, and priests, and rogues, and warriors, shamans to learn the matchups, right? I never dueled a Pally as a mage because we played on Horde. So there was no Pallies to duel, and I didn't need to practice into Pallies because that was it. So I'm not super familiar with the Paladin matchup since we, like, the 2 biggest dueling tournaments have been on Horde. Saddest moments yesterday for me was Sony versus Zico. Yeah, I mean, so we talked about it over and over. But the thing is, if you're a warrior, you don't want to play into a mage. You just don't. And if you're a mage, you don't want to play into warlocks or priests or druids. You just don't. If you're a warlock, you're trying to avoid the warriors. And that's the way it goes, right? Like, you have certain matchups that are better and worse. And, like, the bracket RNG is a thing, and that's part of tournaments, right? And, like, there's no getting around that. And, yeah, that's just classic. That's just the game. You can't avoid it. Riggs, thanks to the prime. So yeah, I guess the sad moments from yesterday were like the round 1 games. Like, I don't know, we could take a look at the bracket. The round, like, I don't know. Like, big ups, the mage. Round 1 against Snuts. Lock versus mage. Like, that's kind of sad for big ups. It just is. Like, you know what? Like, there's no two ways to say it. It just sucks for him. Like, if this was Zico against Snuts round 1, like, we all know how that would have gone, right? Like, whoever gets this matchup, it just sucks. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, so stuff like that was, you know, obviously, those are the things. It's like, it's just hard. Just hard. I'm trying to think if there was any more like that. Sea-Doo was very upset to fight Savix first round, but ended up getting the win. Obviously, the disconnect probably played into that. I guess the saddest moment of yesterday was Savix disconnecting, or the coward debuff situation on the pawn. Probably one of those two, actually, even more so than bracketing. Yeah. I am still just blown away that there was no roads that made it past round 2. Every road lost. Every road lost after round 2, man. That blows me away. Big Up showed up 20 minutes after Snuts won the final in Makaratum and Snuts disconnected. Oh my gosh, really? What if Snuts would have DC'd in the finals? So that's the kind of drama that I'm really happy didn't happen yesterday. Could you imagine if Snuts disconnected in the finals? Or like Snuts got feared out of range and got deserter or coward? Like, that's the kind of shit I'm just so thankful for that didn't happen. I'm like, oh, what a godsend, man. Perplexity got unlucky versus Sony. Yeah, I mean, things happened, but that was probably my favorite duel of the day. Like, seriously. The tournament results, the bracket's here if you want to check it out. It'll link you to this page, and yeah, final results: Snuts number 1, Zico number 2, Sony number 3, tied with Hydra. Cool to see, man. Cool to see. I thought something cool was, like, you know these players' names, right? Like, we've seen Snuts since the dawn of time winning tournaments. You've seen Zico's name since the dawn of time on Twitch, on Justin TV, on what's it, Xfire? Is that the website? Yeah, Xfire. YouTube, Warcraft movies. You've seen Sony, bro. Sony's at like Warcraft movies. Oh, his name was Sony Digital back then. Sony Digital 3, 2008, with 700,000 views. Like, we've known of Sony Digital for the past 16 years. You know what I mean? And that was Sony Digital 3. Sony Digital 1, Warrior Duelist, 2007. You know what I mean? What am I trying to get at? I'm trying to get at, like, it's cool to see these household names all duke it out. Like, you know what I mean? Hydra, I mean, gosh, do I even need to, like, bro, do I even need to? Hydra 7, 4.3 million views, man. One of the most epic videos of all time. Hydra 8, Hydra 6, like, oh. So cool. So cool, man. It is cool to see all these players show us why, why they're so well known. Because they're so damn good, you know? And seeing them all play against each other is just awesome. Hosey almost won 2 times against Nuts during the qualifiers. I don't know about that.
You think we will see a tourney like this again?
I hope so, man. Yesterday was nuts. Mizkiv Donawald. Sup, Mizkiv? Sorry, you don't read chat, do you? No, I read chat. I was just ignoring your messages. Fight me to the death again. You have 24 hours to respond. I'll log in and fight you right now, Miz. I challenge you to another duel. Are you live? Like, I'll literally kill you right now. Soda's gonna like scream at you when you die, or if I die. Bro, if I die, he's gonna scream at both of us. Like Miz got geared AF last night. Oh man, I almost died to my last Makara. So I Makara'd a warrior and I almost lost. Yeah, I almost lost. Mr. Atheist Pope, 10 gifted. Thank you so much, man. You're just a commentator. You're nothing special. Dude, I'll take being just a commentator. Yesterday, bro, was probably like the highlight of my entire career. I've queued up to rank 1, tournaments, this and that. I don't know if anything topped yesterday. Like, yeah. No, yeah, no, yesterday was it. Yesterday was definitely it. I'll take being a caster, bro. I'm fine with that. I killed a 26 last night. It's at 36. Miskiv, do you want me to log in and Makara you? Because I will. Like, all we need is a yes or no here. Like, I will literally log in right now. I haven't played my Barbarian in 3 or 4 days. I will log in and Makara you. Like, yes or no. I'm down. I'm down. Bro, I got a show in 5. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yep, that's what, yep. Yeah, yeah, I have a show in 5 too, so it's all good. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, have a good show, bro. Just don't tell Soda about it. Check my stream. Alright, wait, are you actually live? Like you're about to go live? Oh shit. Yo, no, you have 18 minutes, bro. Yo, you have 18 minutes. You're vibing, bro. You have 18. There's hella time. It'll just take 2 seconds for me to kill you. It literally won't take that long, man. It'll only take about 60 seconds. Yo, Spencer, thanks for the prime. Hey, what up, Peo? Good morning, man. Good afternoon now. Bro, I dueled another warrior and I almost died. Like maybe I would lose to Miz. I feel pretty confident, but like maybe I would lose. Like I dueled another warrior and I went to like 1% instantly. I almost got one shot because I am so squishy.
Man, I love seeing the warriors, man. Like, let the kids play.
Yeah, man, it was cool to see the warriors yesterday. It was dope, bro. Yo, Barstools, thanks for the tier 1, man. Appreciate it. The Bronx wants a rematch. Gosh, guys. Gosh. Pipe it down, man. All these Makaras. Reacts or WoW? We're gonna hop into reacts in a sec. Dude, I have a raid. Does anyone know when my raid is? Let me log in real quick. I think my raid's at... I think it's in 3 hours. Let me see. Yeah, it's in my raid's in 3 hours. I think. I think my raid's in 3 hours. I don't have world mastery either. Ooh. Dear streamer, you appear to be shorter on gold on the Horde side than the Alliance side. Since your Barbarian is full natty handout, I thought we could help each other out. I'm in need of gold for my Alliance Druid with nobody to trust in exchanging gold. If you would like some extra gold on the Horde side, please accept this 40 and mail me gold, minus a service fee, on the Alliance side to my beautiful, voluptuous Night Elf Druid named Pog Milkers. Should I do it, chat? Should I send Pog Milkers 40 gold? Everyone's saying yes. Alright. I mean, it would help me out anyway, so might as well. Pog Milkers. Everyone remember that. Pog Milkers. Where's the mailbox? Now we just have to decide what the service fee is going to be. Should I charge... How much should I charge him? Like, should I charge him like 30 gold? So I'll mail him 10? Or should I charge him 20 gold and mail him 20? Where the hell's the mailbox? Oh, here it is. Okay. Pog Milker. Is that spelled correctly? I accept. Alright, I'll send him 40 gold, man. 0 service fee. There you go, Pog Milkers. It's not my gold anyway. The viewers hooked it up. There it is. Enjoy, Pog. Okay. Oh my gosh. I forgot that I have a blood razor sitting in my inventory. Oh. Wait, what else was in my mailbox? Oh, auction successful. Quest item. Oh my gosh, what a homie. Oh, what a homie. 2 gold and a banana. Hey, thanks, man. I'll eat that. Okay, so let's turn this quest in. But that guy gave me free XP by sending me that. Keep it real. Okay. We log out. I didn't even know there was a mailbox there, bro. I didn't either. I just looked at the mini-map. Will I switch to an actual warrior gear anytime soon? Nah. Well, at 60 I will, but I'll never wear a chest on Sarbarian because I can't, because I'm a barbarian. You know what I'm saying? My barb looking tough. How cool do I look, guys? Rate me out of 8, man. Rate me out of 8, dude. Look at that. I don't think it's possible, bro. I should just keep this guy level 40 forever. Like.
Let's react to this. I'm gonna mute the music in game though.
Juste à l'infini, gros.
C'est bon, on va perdre l'aggro. Faut juste pas les taper. Faut pas les taper.
I feel like I've seen this guy before.
Non, faut les fight, gros.
Mec,
100%, 100%, 100%, 100%.
Vas-y, mais j'ai pas beaucoup de mana. Hein. Gros.
Bah, gros, je peux rien faire, gros.
Mais on aurait dû courir. Hein. J'ai plus de mana, gros. J'ai plus de mana.
Why are they even killing these mobs? There's no quest for them.
Ça, y'a un hit qui part.
There's no quest. They're killing mobs.
Gros, fallait
There's no quest for it. And dying. Oh my god.
He's 13k HP, so we could probably kill him pretty quick, eh?
Yeah, let's just zerg him. Oh, fuck.
BRD before level 60.
Where's it going? Wait, what's
What the
that?
hell?
Oh, he's gutting his other guys. He's running to the other guys. It's
Wait,
not
they
good.
didn't clear all the
Really?
trash.
Kill X,
Oh.
kill X, kill X.
Get this mobs first. He's putting more mobs.
Yeah,
Yeah, he put a pack.
Yeah.
He put 1 pack, okay?
I'm gonna AoE, I'm gonna AoE. Come on.
Nading him. I'm gonna chain heal to help.
What is this weak aura he has that shows a red number on the nameplate? Is that like the threat or something?
Damage taken.
It's kind of annoying because like it's covering the HP percentage total they have. Yeah, I would like remove the HP percentage total so I don't have to look at 2 numbers, but yeah.
Yeah, I have
Fucking
my
demon
pet on
UI,
the
dude.
other, I'm gonna try to kick his chain lightning. I
I
can't.
put it, guys. Oh, careful. It's gonna be,
Yeah.
Heals,
it's
heals.
gonna be...
Heals.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
let's just leave, bro.
He's pattering and leaving.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, what should I do? Chad, what should I do? Should I have 4?
4. Yeah, no. Before the 30 seconds.
Really? Oh, it's already... Oh, fuck.
Wait, he doesn't have a
fuck,
second
not like
battery.
this. I'm dead. Oh, 4? It's too late?
It might be too late, yeah. If you can live the extra, like,
kick out time.
I'm gonna try.
Can he do it?
There's a window
he
you can
did,
jump
he
up,
was in
man,
the
over by me.
tournament.
He's gonna fight.
Where we came-
He's not gonna die. No! Oh my god. Dude.
Wait, what?
Let's react to this.
Wait,
I'm gonna
what? He
mute the
died?
music.
No way he died. That was Hosita, right? No. He was in the tournament.
Gonna fight.
Where we came-
He's not gonna die. No! Oh my god.
Wait, is that Hosita or someone
No!
else? No, that is. Wait, what? Because that's like a recent death clip. Like, I didn't know he died in VR. Like, did he level 4 priest? What the fuck?
Oh my god, dude. He had like 2 seconds left, man.
Fuck, man.
Well, 57 priest, but he was
Oh my
60 in the
God.
tournament. Like, what?
That's insane. Elevator boss?
I'm gonna get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, let's type while running off an elevator, guys. Great idea. How to cook meth. Majora hype. Halloween horror game soon.
What the fuck
Postponed due to
What the
Majora.
fuck is going on here? The fuck?
Yeah, no unit frames.
Oh my god. He came running back with like 10 mobs, bro.
I like how he's laughing and then he writes, "That sucks."
Oh my god!
Good luck on the shoulders. I need some yellow ones.
Come on!
Baby. I need some yellow ones. Let's go.
I'm fucking shaking.
It's the yellow ones,
Congrats,
dude. Nice, man.
GG.
Come on!
Get those yellow ones.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, congrats, man.
Dude, he's level 56 and doing
The
UBRS.
fucking sword, dude.
Look at that shit.
Oh my
What
god.
the
I
fuck?
need to leave, dude.
It's so weird. I had colds and now I'm hot. You know, like it's. I feel like I'm getting sick, boys.
So, do you see how there's a level 60 who's tanking all these mobs while the priest is getting all the XP? Yeah, that's how people were leveling, bro.
I'm
This is
sweating right
insane. But it's dangerous though, yeah? The guy might die.
Dude, stop. This guy's trying to leash my mobs. This motherfucker. Stop.
And he dynamites.
I'm
And now
gonna
the
die.
mobs are on him.
No, please help. Help.
Fucking hilarious, dude.
Okay, I'm done with this game, chat.
Narrator voice, he was not done with the game. Dude died like 3 times.
No fucking way.
There you go.
Are you kidding me?
Are you good, bro?
What the fuck?
I'm not dummy, okay?
Why is this guy trying to AoE farm these mobs?
They're gonna one tap that dummy. No, it's actually owning. It still has 2k. Oh, the chain lightning though. I'm gonna evasion. I have agent. Oh, there's. I'll blind that one. Bro, target dummy out of that, okay? I'm gonna vanish, bro.
This guy's level 58. And he has 3 Petries. And then his potion, his healing potion is keybound to equals.
Dude, you got a dummy. Dummy. Lip if you need, lip if you need. Dude, no shots. Oh my god, this is sketchy, dude. Okay,
Wait,
you can run now, right? Just don't pull anything?
Wait, did he Petri?
Dude, I don't know what to do for you.
He Petried an open world, bro. What the fuck?
I'm thinking. What do I do, man? I don't have a grenade, dude.
How did he click equals? What is this blade flurry?
I'm gonna die, though. I don't have evasion, dude.
They're still hitting him.
If I die from this, I'm so sad. Okay. What can you press? Can you Nova off? I have 2 things on me.
And the mobs are
Press
all
something, press
enraged.
Nova,
They
Nova.
enrage the Avengers.
Petriing
They
one.
hit really hard.
Maybe?
Yeah. They hit like trucks, dude.
I'm banding. Don't pull anything, okay?
Banner's not doing much because he has a healing reduction.
Gouging. Just run. Go.
I think they're clutching it.
Move.
What's that bandage, bro?
Dude, I might Petri's if they get to me. Oh, my heart is fucking pounding.
What the fuck, dude? What is this guy doing? Oh my
Oh,
god.
Yeah, a bit of that just in case.
Clicking shapeshift. Can't target them in the water, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, that's not good. That's death. And that's over. Fuck me.
These are the same people, by the way, that if they get the slime on rot face and they have to run to the other slime, they would just not move. Just imagine, okay, like they would never merge the oozes. They would just like stay where they are, and it's all good, you know. It's all good. What is this UI? What is this UI? What is this UI? These are his health bars. Oh my god. This is insane. I've never seen something like this. It's kind of clean though, yeah? In a weird way, it's pretty clean. Yeah, it's like the entire screen is like this. I guess you didn't see that coming.
And let's fuck boys.
Alright.
Wait, do white people do you see?
Alright.
Oh, okay, I hit. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want white people to do more damage. Let's go, boys. Let's go. I'm excited, dude. I'm excited to farm with some mongoose right now. Maybe I should have bought like some food buff or something. We also have
That bean in the background?
Yep.
this little bitch. And here we go. We're gonna start in a second here, boys. Pre-fan this little bitch. Alright. Spotting up. Let's go, baby. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Irby. Pre-left group. That's insane. That's insane. Maybe I do keep Con on my pet.
Goose, searing ghouls.
Just so it snaps the initial aggro, if anything.
Did he Petri?
Oh, I need to
Bro,
reload.
Petri in open world is so cringe, man. I can't. Like, I've never seen
damn
someone
it.
use this in 2 years now. Dang.
Did he run? Oh, I guess he ran.
This guy
Yeah, he
always
ran.
dies, man.
Come on. Give me my dash. Alright, boys, we could be in trouble here. Oh, shit. And there's more? How the hell am I going to get away with this?
Ah, shit.
Come on. Where the frig is my mouse?
Why is he targeting his character from up here, man? Oh my god.
Oh, come on, come on. I need some big heals.
Ah, shit.
Uh-oh. We're in deep shit here. We can't drop in the cat. I can't seem to get my heals off fast enough.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the games that feature new content and or a new perspective when you play through them again after the first time. If there's a game you know of that's fresh the second time, help us keep our list fresh by sharing any we forgot in the comments down below.
Better be on there.
I know that look. Why, that's the look of someone just incinerated by a snake stone, am I right?
Number 10, The Legend of Zelda. The original Legend of Zelda game was revolutionary in many ways, from its overworld design to its introduction of a save file system. But another thing original Zelda pioneered was the concept of a new game plus, or second quest as is referred to here. By either completing the game or using Zelda as your save file name, very secret, you will see notable differences in your second time through. Dungeons are now in different locations with different layouts, and they'll be more difficult due to stronger enemies. Shops and heart containers are in new places as well. With just a few tweaks, Zelda's creators gave players even more adventure. Number 9, BioShock. This atmospheric FPS is worth playing multiple times for many reasons. For one, it has multiple endings, based on whether you play altruistically or selfishly. Another big draw is the infamous twist, which recontextualized several moments during the story.
The results are disappointing, but within expected tolerances.
And a second playthrough will open your eyes to these scenes. Lastly, BioShock also has a new Game Plus mode, where all your weapons and upgrades carry over while difficulty is increased. You don't have to play through BioShock multiple times, but would you kindly give it a try? You never know what you might discover. Number 8, The Stanley Parable.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
While a basic, simple game on the surface, the Stanley Parable has depths that cannot be reached without completing the game multiple times. As Stanley, the player makes choices that either go in line with or against the ongoing narration. Depending on your choices, you'll get different endings, and some can only be unlocked by completing the game multiple times.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
But you'll always restart back at the beginning. A recent deluxe edition has added even more content and endings to this fascinating title. Like the tagline goes, the end is never.
Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Number 7, Batman Arkham City. The Batman Arkham games are some quality superhero titles. While several of them have a new Game Plus feature, Arkham City did it first. After completing the game, players can start anew with everything they gained the first time, cleaning up Gotham's enormous super prison. Enemies now attack without warning, plus they're stronger, faster, can take more punishment, and they're in new locations. Plus, you can access to fun, silly features like Big Head Mode.
Guess there really is a god.
You don't need to be the world's greatest detective to see how fun Arkham City is, no matter which playthrough you're doing.
You don't. I'll talk.
That's never in doubt.
Number 6, Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. Shovel Knight has no shortage of content, with multiple DLCs and releases adding tons of content to this already fantastic retro platformer. But in Treasure Trove, the all-in-one edition, even completing the game once, is enough to unearth a new challenge. New Game Plus lets players retain all their equipment and upgrades, but in compensation, you'll also take double damage. There will be few healing items, and there aren't as many checkpoints this time around. While the individual campaigns have a few unique features of their own, these are generally the features you'll see in all of them, and it's hard not to dig deeper into every nook and cranny of this amazing game. Number 5, Silent Hill 2.
Mary, could you really be in this town?
Survival horror games may be a dime a dozen, but Silent Hill 2 is one of the most celebrated in the genre. If players want to experience the full measure of the game's mind-bending story and grim atmosphere, they need to complete the game multiple times.
I understand now. It's time to end this nightmare.
The game's multiple endings can only be unlocked by playing through several times, with conditions ranging from interacting with certain characters more to using certain items. Speaking of items, playing a New Game Plus will also unlock some weapons, such as the Hyper Spray. Silent Hill 2 is a strange and terrifying experience, but at least it's a diverse one.
Go on with your life.
Number 4, Soul Series. The Souls franchise is infamous for its difficulty, and starting a New Game Plus only adds more of a challenge for players. While there are slight differences in the New Game Plus modes between the various sub-series within the Souls franchise like Sekiro, Bloodborne, and even Elden Ring, they all have things in common. Starting a New Game Plus will let players keep all their items and levels, except things that open doors. Checkpoints are also usually maintained. The biggest difference is in the difficulty of the enemies, who are harder to kill and give greater rewards upon defeat. New Game Pluses in Souls games are especially notable for the fact that they stack. Each new playthrough is harder than the last. Number 3, Hades. Repeat playthroughs are built into Hades from the beginning. As Zagreus, You will die repeatedly in your quest to defeat Hades and escape the underworld. But while every playthrough is different, you can switch things up even more after you've defeated Hades once. This will unlock the Pact of Punishment. This screen allows you to alter the difficulty of the game in various ways, usually by upping the strength of the enemies and bosses. By completing the game with these turned on, you'll receive greater rewards and you can advance certain side quests. Hades can feel hellish at the best of times, but going through these challenges feels positively heavenly.
Observe this gleaming coat of bronze with which I'm adored now, short one. Your doings, I understand.
Number 2, Undertale. Undertale is one of the most celebrated indie games ever made. And aside from the great battle mechanics, amazing music, entertaining characters, and other great things about it, a major point of praise is its replayability. Depending on your choices and approach to enemy encounters, the ending and some major plot points will be different. Some variations of the endings can also only be viewed if you've already beaten the game once on a different route. There's also an optional hard mode that will increase the difficulty of enemies and change some of the dialogue. Regardless of which route you choose or how many times you play it, you're always going to have a good time with Undertale, even if you have a bad time.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Nier Automata. Nier Automata instantly made waves in the gaming community, with its striking character designs, engaging and varied gameplay, and masterfully told story. It's the last of these that earns it the top spot on our list. To get the complete narrative of Nier Automata, players need to complete the game at least 3 times.
That concept is a bit too abstract for me to understand at this time. I will save it in my list of things to analyze later.
And while there are around 5 primary endings, there are 26 different variations or alternate endings too. Thankfully, Nier Automata makes the experience enjoyable, even if it's pretty heartbreaking.
The final screams they summoned on the edge of death. They still echo within me.
In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo Plays. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
These are the most expensive skins in Overwatch 2's history, and nobody is surprised. So let me just give you the top line figures before I show you this stuff. So if you would like to buy the Mega Bundle, which contains all of the stuff for all of the heroes, that is 6,800 credits. That is essentially $68 if you want to go for the straight out conversion of the premium currency to dollars for skins. Yeah, but guess what? Maybe you don't want all the skins. Maybe you just want the Tracer skin, for example. Well, you can buy that in a little pack where it's got its little victory pose. That's 2,500 or $25. Of course, if you bought each of the heroes that way, well, that would equal $125, which would be, yeah, like 12,500 credits. So the fact they're selling you the bundle for 6,800 actually seems like good value, doesn't it? But remember, this is $68. Why is the screen black? What's happened? There we go. $68. Okay, let's take a look at this, because let me just show you this first, right? So, yeah, these are my coins. Now, like I've said before in the past, in fact, I'm in the way of this, which is kind of awkward, isn't it? No, you guys can kind of see it. Yeah, you can just about see it above my head. That's fine. But yeah, these coins, they're not coins I'm buying. They're from the premium battle pass that content creators get given. You get given coins as well with it. The ultimate battle pass or whatever. That's where I've accrued those from, and through just doing challenges, I guess. But look at this. There's a deal, a big deal for everybody. Check this out. You can get 7,500 credits. This is a 50% bonus for $42.99. Now, that means you could buy this and go and grab yourselves the bundle, which is only 6,800. And then you're left with a decision, aren't you? Because you've got a certain number of coins left there, which isn't really enough to buy a legendary skin. But hey, maybe if you want to add a few more coins, then everything will be jazzy in the world. Also, you could go even crazier and buy this pack, which is a staggering $84.99. Now, remember, these are English pounds, right? This is a $100 pack. This is crazed. Like, okay, 15,000 coins. Insane. And the one thing I want to say about this as well, because we need to be cognizant of the insidious strategies they employ with this FOMO monetization system they've got in the game. This stuff, it's limited time on the currency. So they're like, you best buy this currency. It's so cheap. It's only going to be limited. It's only limited. And then also, guess what? These are limited. It's like double whammy of limited. So always be aware of that. Anyway, let's just take a look at this. So this is the big, like, you know, the marquee pack, I guess. The Seraphim Mega Bundle. 6,800 credits. Now, you get a lot for this. Don't get me wrong here. There is a lot you're getting. But remember, this is $68 or effectively 50 quid if you want to buy the bonus coins right now and then buy this and then you've got some coins left over. The amount of things you could buy for that, you can buy entire games for that, right, guys? Always remember that. That's what I like to say when it comes to this kind of monetization stuff, especially with games like this. I mean, I love Overwatch to death. I want to support the game. I make videos on the game, which do support the game. But like, I want to give them money, but I don't want to give them 50 quid just for skins. That, I'll be honest, and this has always been the way with Overwatch skins, the people playing against you basically get to enjoy the skins more than the people buying them. It's crazy. Why is the screen gone black? Something's gone wrong with my recording here. Anyway, it's back. So anyway, let's just look through this, because there are some pros to this. Like, this video is focused on the pricing, but the pros, you know, this is actually quite a good... It is quite a good collaboration for Overwatch. It's been quite well executed, I think. I think it's a little bit too late. It would have been nice if this happened a few years ago. I don't, you know, the whole free-to-play thing, the expensive skins and all that, you know, I'm not a fan of that, because that pushes the monetization in a certain direction. And then we end up with, like, the developers and the game studio focusing on delivering stuff like this, because this is what generates the money, rather than actually, you know, developing the game, if that makes any sense. I know that this allows them to develop the game, so I'm not completely blind to that fact, but you have to be aware, again, cognizant of the fact that this is just, you know, this promotes them to put more effort onto this kind of stuff. Anyway, let's take a look at this. So this brig skin, I quite like this skin. It's got some nice details on. It's got this like iridescent bolt there on the leg, which is quite cool. It's got a USB-C cable on the hammer. Might be able to show you this a bit better here. Look at that, like a USB-C cable, so it can be like charged up. It's also got the Le Seraphim logo. It might be the anti-fragile logo there, and the Fear Not stuff. I don't know. Like, I'm not up to speed on this stuff. I can't, like, K-pop's not my thing, but I understand it works quite well for Overwatch. And the shield again, you know, with the logo and it says love on it. It's you know, it's good. This is a nice skin. This is honestly a nice skin. And I think we can say that for most of them. So you get that. You get the anti-fragile dazzle, which is very interesting, this skin for D.Va, because the actual D.Va model, I think, is what people want, not the mech. I think this is let down by the mech. And I think a lot of people, again, it's got this nice iridescent effect on it. I think people were, you know, if you look around on social media, you'll see people go, oh my God, the D.Va skin's top tier. It's incredible. It's like with the Kiriko skin and the Sombra skin and the Brig skin and maybe the Tracers at the bottom. But you won't play as D.Va. Like, if you're in my game, out of your mech because you want to see this skin, I am going to report you. Right, get back in your mech. This mech, I think, is kind of weak. I mean, it's got the Seraphim on the back there, so I don't know. It's okay. It's not. It doesn't look like a top tier mech to me. Maybe it's got special effects. I don't know. I won't be purchasing this to find out, but you know, whatever. Yeah, the Bunny Blaster looks quite nice actually. But again, if you're using the Bunny Blaster, get out of my game. So anti-fragile Kira. Now this is probably seen as the top tier skin, and you can understand why. Again, it's very detailed. There's the nice sort of. Oh, she's glowing. It looks like the hands are glowing as well. I mean, these... You know what's interesting with these skins? If you compare them to the Mythic skin, even the Mythic Hanzo, these are actually better, ain't they? Like, the detail on these skins, they do truly seem like Overwatch 2 skins, like, with the massive... Don't like, honestly, I'm not trying to make excuses here for the price. So don't you come at me in the comments below. The price is outrageous. It's friggin' disgusting. It's stupidly expensive. And it's a laugh. That's all I'm going to say on that. But... if we appreciate these for what they are, high detail, properly Overwatch 2 skins, and this is a nice skin. You know, the Suzu, it's a little sort of disco ball. It looks like a grenade, actually. Yeah, the kunai looks all right. And then the tickets. It's a shame the tickets aren't the donut vouchers from the trailer, but hey, that's okay. Sombra, again, this is another high, like, really high detailed skin. I mean, look at the detail on this skin. She's got a little phone there. It's at 7 o'clock. She's got Fearless down her legs. It would have been nice if that was animated, or if her hair was sort of animated like LED style, like Lucio's hair. She's got a little stick there. She's got, you know, a little, I'm going to say bum bag. British for the win. Love on her arm as well. I mean, that must be branding from, and on a weapon as well, from the Seraphim. I don't know. Like I said, guys, I'm not really up to speed on this stuff. But again, you cannot deny that is a really good skin. The weapon looks nice as well. Like, high detail, yeah? When I say nice, okay, you know, you could look at that and go, well, I don't like the design of that at all. But you have to appreciate the high fidelity of it. I think that's what we're saying, right? Nice. I think it's nice. I mean, it's animated as well. It really, really nice. And then we've got the anti-fragile Tracy, which is the Tracer skin. Which, to be fair, this looks better in the game than... she didn't have this big buffer jacket on, did she, in all of the promo stuff? This actually don't look too bad. People putting this down as, like, the low tier. I mean, it maybe looks a little bit too similar to Tracer, you know, our actual model. So, yeah, I don't know. But I do like the fact she's got glow sticks around the Chrono Accelerator. They look pretty cool. And I believe on her weapons it says love, yeah. And again, that's animated. Little disco ball in the back. And a little fear not tag. I mean, this is good. Like, the quality, again, is really good. So then what you get in this massive package, you get the emotes, right? So the choreography emotes, this is I think, again, don't slaughter me in the comments, I think this is Anti-Fragile, the dance routine from it, right? I'm really showing my boomer age here, but I think with the K-pop groups, they generally have a dance which goes with a song. And that's kind of what it's all about. So, yeah, this is the dance, I think, from that. But obviously, you could get all of the characters together and dance. If you wanted to. And again, just to show you, D.Va's in a mech, which maybe she does that out of the mech. I don't know. Probably not. See, this is a problem with D.Va. She's in the mech. You want D.Va out of the mech, don't you, for the full effect? Brig. Yeah. I mean, again, I like this Brig skin. I think it's really good. Actually, I've never really looked. I didn't look at a backpack, did I? Give me the Brig skin. Let's have a look at a backpack. Oh, she's got a Pashimari. But look, it's a 3D model of a Pashimari in the bottom. It's not just like a picture of it. Like, you know, it's... There's a lot that's gone into this. She's got that sort of IDE cable design going down for the backpack. It's just good in it. Anyway, yeah, so that's fine. Tracer also does the dance as well. And then, of course, we get Kiriko, who does the dance as well. So, cool, you know, fun. Victory poses. So, yeah, these are all the heart victory poses, I think. with a nice bit of animation. Didn't expect that. That's actually pretty cool. And music. Okay, they only do it once, but that's... she's got a different animation. These are actually really... They're really crisp, aren't they? See, this is the thing, right? This is the thing with Blizzard. The art design, it's just top tier. Like, it's absolutely top tier. Like, there is no way around this. The hero models, the animation, the visual effects, all of it is top tier. But as I said, and as I keep saying, it's just like it gets lost in all the noise of just the wild expense. Anyway, for some reason, this one keeps going round and round and round. You could probably hear it when I was full screen cam. We've got Slay Star Pose for Sombra. I forgot her name then. And then the Tracer one. I mean, they're fine, right? Custom visual effects, custom sounds. You know, they're probably some of the best victory poses because they're not static, basically. You get a weapon charm, which is the Kiramari. Yeah, it looks okay. It's fine. It's fine. And then you get name cards. So you get the Brig name card, the Diva, the Kiriko, and the Sombra, and then the Tracer. So this is the pack for 6,800, right? This is obviously what they want you to buy because the discount is so wild compared to actually buying it. And you can see this thing as well. Limited time, get 50%. I wonder if I can click this. Yeah. And this brings up the thing again. So they want you to get invested into this. They want you to buy this pack. They're teasing you with this. They're going, but this is better value. But value in air quotes. But buy this. And then guess what? You can go and buy this. And then guess what? You've got like a certain number of coins left, which isn't enough to buy a legendary. So maybe you want to buy more coins. That's how we've got you. Anyway, you could just be like, you know what? I want to just buy the Brick skin. But guess what? You will get charged a premium to do this. So if you go in and you want to buy this, it is 2,500. And don't worry, we are going to do the check for if we can buy these individually in the hero gallery, which I hope we can. But we probably won't be able to. So this is the Brig pack. $25 for this, right? You get the emote, you get the pose, and you get the name card, right? And the skin. So the question here is, right, if I go to the hero gallery and go, let's go to Brig, and then let's go to this. Yeah, I can. So this again is frigging filthy, Blizzard. You filthy little bastards. You really need to change this because you know what you're doing here. You're trying to fucking con people out of $25 instead of $19. You might only want the skin. And if you only want one of these skins, they're $19. I mean, one fact, it's still wildly expensive, but at least it's not $25, yeah? So be aware of that you can actually buy them individually, which, you know, is an improvement on other bundles where this wasn't possible. But my issue is, and it will always be my issue until this gets changed, is they are literally not showing you can do this on the bundle page. They're just like, oh yeah, buy the bundle. It's not like there should be a button here if you want to buy this, that. Maybe you could like add them and it, you know, adds the price or something. I don't know. But disgusting. But anyway, if you were to buy them individually, you are going to get wrecked with it's more expensive. Now, the issue with this is maybe you want 3 of the skins. Well, when you get to that point, you may as well just start buying this and you're the 6,800. It is the premium thing they're trying to sell. It is the whole point of this Le Seraphim kind of crossover. So I think we've kind of covered what needs to be said in the game, but I just want to look at some things outside of the game, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on this, because I think it'll be quite interesting. Okay, this is the Steam top sellers by revenue list. It's the top 100 games on Steam, and as you can see, prior to the event going live, Overwatch 2 is sitting at number 64 in this. So we're going to refresh this, and it will show you the impact of the skins on Steam, specifically, because, I mean, Steam is selling this, which is obviously the pack, right? So you can buy the currency on Steam for the same price as in the game, but it's quite interesting that they're... Oh, actually, I think I'm on the page that's just for this one. I was going to say, are they trying to push the more expensive package? But I think it's just because I'm on that page. So yeah, this is a top sellers list. We've refreshed it. And obviously, as I scroll down on this, you'll probably see that Overwatch is no longer at 64 if it's refreshed and moved up. Yeah, now it's at 31. So you can see the impact of this. So for as much as we rant, for as much as we go, this is absolutely a joke, what the hell is going on? It is actually generating the money. And yeah, it's gone up like number 31. This will probably continue to go up. It's only 24 minutes into this. And again, it's on Steam, which has got the, you know, the smaller player base of Overwatch players on PC. The other thing I want to show you is this. So there's actually physical items. If I zoom in on this a little bit, there are physical items you can buy. They're not available just yet, but they're coming soon for the collab. Honestly, I would be... I mean, you may as well buy the physical items rather than the in-game items. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. But it is kind of cool to see that they've got that on the go. Now, there is something else I want to show you guys. This is this. So this is taken from Game Rant. And the reason why I've brought this up is because it just gives a very quick breakdown of the price of the One Punch Man skins. So the thing to look at here is you had the One Punch Man Mega Bundle, which was 4,400 coins, which I think contained basically everything. And yeah, the La Seraphim is more expensive, but I think a lot of people were expecting that to be in the region of like $100 or getting on towards that. Obviously, I think Blizzard have taken a hit, and I think we should probably discuss why they've taken a hit now. So I think there's a number of ways of looking at this. I think for 6,800 on the face of it, that's actually cheaper than we expected. If you want all of the skins, you want the Seraphim group, you want, you know, all of the skins, the emotes, everything, right? You get it at, well, not the emotes, the victory poses. Yeah, no, the emotes are the dances, right? So just everything, right? 6,800 credits, $68. Currently, it's on sale. You can spend 50 quid and get that. That is the price of a game. You know, that's... Okay, some AAA games are more expensive than that, but there's a majority of games out there you can buy for that. And you can get multiple indie games, multiple games that are on discount. You know, the list, when we talk about value, it becomes quite muddy because where is the value, right? Ultimately, you're spending money on something that you enjoy. So you can't really... I can't go in on people and say, oh, well, you spent money on that. You're stupid. I mean, look at me. I love mountain bikes. I spent like 150 quid on a pair of pedals for my mountain bike. People probably think I'm crazy for doing that. You know, I don't. I like the pedals, so I bought them. You know what I mean? So that you can just throw that around forever and forever and forever and forever. But I think to come back to the point I was trying to make, there are two ways of looking at this. There is the Blizzard want to sell each hero skin for $25, yeah? Now, they knew if they put them all together and that came up as $125 in total, there would be mass outcry. So instead what they're doing is going, you know what? We do have a big sale here. This is only 6,800. So what that means is, are Blizzard subsidizing this? Are Blizzard actually in some way, I don't know, like offsetting the price of this? What about La Seraphim? Surely they get a cut from this. It's their whole IP. There must be some revenue share going on there. Are Blizzard paying them a sweetener so they can reduce the price? Is this just the price? I don't know. I want you guys to let me know what you think about this in the comments. I mean, again, we could talk about Overwatch's monetization forever. And like you guys know, I've been one of the advocates for change with the monetization because I just don't think it's very... It's just not very... I don't think it's very long-term. I think it's very short-term because the problem with this kind of stuff is what happens if they do a collab and it's... People don't like it, you know, or it doesn't sell as well. What happens if this collab doesn't sell as well? I don't know. I think it probably will sell well, though. That's the issue. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening and watching to the video. I've been Starlo, so just let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. See you soon.
It's pretty crazy that BlizzCon is coming out in like 2 days. Classic Plus is 100% happening. I think that it should be. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Retail WoW is dead. Literally nobody cares about it. There's a few people that play retail WoW. Like, this might be, I think this is Towley and Genji. These guys are playing retail. This is, to be fair, probably the most retail representation that we've seen in a long time. You know, this guy's playing retail. But for the most part, nobody gives a fuck about retail. And like classic WoW is what it's all about. Now, I don't think that retail can bring out an expansion to undo the problems that it has. Because like retail has like bloat problems. So unless you like fundamentally redo the game, you can't really solve that. Like what are you gonna, what do you do, right? I mean, you've got to reset it somehow. Like every game has a reset so in one way or another. Like we're having PoE 2. There's Diablo 4. Diablo 3 was out for a long time. Then there's Diablo 4. You don't think expansions are a strong enough reset? Well, expansions, what do expansions reset? Expansions reset your gear, and that's it. And they make you level up again. What is the difference between an expansion and a patch? There is no difference. It's just maybe a bigger power gap. So yeah, you have to spend money on an expansion. That's a good point. Yeah, there you go. Do you think it would be fresh then? Everyone from level 1. This is what I think Blizzard should do. This is my best case scenario for BlizzCon. They announce Classic Plus. They say it's in development. They say it won't be out anytime soon. And they say in the meantime, we're doing fresh Classic servers with, you know, like maybe, I don't know. Actually, nothing. Like, just do nothing. Just say the gates are closed. We're going to do it just like 2019. And you can do the, you know, the Black Scarab Lord thing, the Black Bug, and everything else. And they say these servers are going to become Classic Plus servers. So level on there now, build your reputations now, build your experience now, and you'll be ready for Classic Plus whenever it comes out in like a year or 2 years or something like that. That's what I think they should do. That is, in my opinion, the best case scenario. Because it basically gets people hyped up for a game that's already been released. Do you think there'll actually be new changes in Classic Plus? I think there should be a handful, but not many. So if I'm talking about like, what are changes? Let me actually look and see. Let's see. So this was from 2021. And let's see how many of these would I actually want in like, yeah, this is basically it. No mage boosting, alternative buff all experience by 3x or more. I don't really think that we should do this, to be honest with you. I've kind of, let me do this. Which of these do I still agree with now after I've thought about the game for longer? I think mage boosting is totally fine. I do. I don't think it's really a big deal. Now, obviously, I would be okay if they just got rid of mage boosting and they got rid of... I don't think they should buff experience. Because, like, I can see why people wouldn't want mage boosting, but I don't think they should buff experience. I think experience is fine. Because buffing experience plays into the... It plays into the narrative that the game starts at level 60. And it doesn't. It starts at level 1. Boob slider. We're not going to cross this one out. We're going to underline it. New raids. Obviously. Harder fights on older content. I'm talking about things like Hakar 5 Priest. Plus no loot. I think that beating something like Hakar 5 Priest or something like this is a reward intrinsically, and it doesn't need to actually be something that you get better gear for. Because once you put a reward into a game, then you create gameplay. So for example, nobody tried to farm out the Ravenhold rep before they added the insane title, except for like people that were actually insane. There's like 6 of them. So outside of that, nobody did that. But once you add a title and a reward to something, you drive gameplay. So for example, everybody is always running ICC in Retail WoW to get Invincible, right? Well, how many people are running Nax 25? None, because it doesn't drop a mount. It doesn't drop a rare mount, and so the mount drives the gameplay. So rewards drive gameplay. That's how it is. Wrong? No, I'm just completely right. I know this better than you do. It's obvious. Anybody who's not stupid would agree with me. Anyway, so yes, I think harder fights on older content is good, but the rewards for them should only be in accolades. It should only be like, hey, we did this. You don't need to have a title. You don't need an achievement. You don't need anything. Just have it be out there, and that's it. No world buffs and raids. I have now completely gone back on this opinion. World buffs are what makes classic WoW great. World buffs make the world feel alive. World buffs create a sense of camaraderie inside of your server. I am a big fan of world buffs, and I think that it's better to have that camaraderie and that experience and that excitement of being able to log on and get those cool buffs. I think that matters 10 times more than having a hard fight. Well, you want a hard fight? Go play Dragonflight. It's 1,000 times harder than anything in Classic. So that's what I think. World buffs are great. World buffs was never intended for raids. Yeah, well, they let it happen for all of Classic, so it looks like it was alright. Dragonflight is still easy as fuck. Not on Mythic, I guarantee you. And if it is, then you should play the game less. You do something else. I disagree. World buffs make shit easier. They absolutely do. And you know what else makes shit easier? Logging on to Classic World of Warcraft, a solved 18-year-old video game that requires a one-button rotation. If you want something challenging, go play Valorant. If you want something challenging, go play League of Legends. Don't play this brain-dead, dumb-fuck game that the average age of people that play it is 30 years old, 40 years old, and most people are too fucking slow to be able to react to a 5-second debuff. Don't talk about, oh, how this needs to be harder. If it's harder, those people are going to quit the game. They're the audience. You're not proving anything by doing nothing in Classic WoW other than like beating other players in PvP has any value. There is nothing skillful about clearing any content in Classic WoW or achieving anything in Classic WoW. It is a personal achievement. Like, I got 200 armor smithing in New World. It took no skill, and it took a lot of time. You can be a Grand Marshal, and you can be trash at PvP. You can be a Scarab Lord, and you can just be a Guild Master, and that's why you're Scarab Lord. You can get every single thing in Classic WoW, and you don't deserve it at all. Hardcore takes skill, though. Hardcore, the skill that Hardcore takes to level to 60 is fractional compared to the amount of skill being good at a competitive PvP game takes. It is a fraction. It is a single-digit percentage of the difference. I understand that it is, again, it takes planning. Stop trying to make a casual game hardcore. You're going to ruin the game. Stop it. Just stop. It's not hard. Stop trying to get an ego from beating an easy game. Just stop it. Stop trying to have an ego for beating a solved 18-year-old video game. This video game can vote. What are you doing? Jesus. Classic Hardcore is a knowledge check. It is. It is. It's not like it's easy. It's not that it's easy to do everything, but it doesn't require any sort of like actual skill or dexterity. No debuff limit at all. I agree with this still. Debuff limits are stupid, and all they did was make it to where Shadow Priests and Affliction Warlocks couldn't raid. Rebalancing of classes, especially Ret, Moonkin, and Prop Paladin. I agree with this too. Maybe not Prop Paladin, right? But especially Ret and Moonkin. Ret should have something that makes their raid damage higher, and Moonkin should have something that makes their mana return higher. Feral Druid, I think Feral can play pretty well. Arena, I don't think they should add Arena. I do think they should add RBGs. I think adding Arena into WoW was a mistake. I think they should have gone with RBGs right from the beginning. Why are Arenas a mistake? It made the game too competitive and too focused on balance and too focused on like hyper optimizing classes. And it took the experience of playing in an MMO in a shared world, and it took it and it distilled it down to what 3 characters can beat 3 other characters. But I don't think that's a healthy way to look at an MMO. Because a mage, a warrior, and a shaman, for example, those are not supposed to be the only 3 classes that are in combat. Battlegrounds was what an MMO was made for. A group of different players that are all playing different classes that all synergize in different ways. I think 3v3 is too small for that. Maybe if it was 5v5, it would be a little bit better. But I just think RBG should be better. 5v5 would be cool, but it wasn't though. The reason why Arena is also boring, is bad, I mean, is because it's not good for viewers. It's a bad esport. RBGs are 1,000 times better to watch. And if you want to have like, Arena exists because it wants to become an esport. That's why Arena exists. It exists as the esport version of World of Warcraft. And in my opinion, I think that if an esport isn't good to watch, it's not worth existing. Arena is so boring to watch. Nobody cares, nobody understands it. But because, like, RBGs have, like, a meta goal, something like capture the flag, or holding these points, this is something that a casual player can latch onto and understand. Versus, like, this person is using 17 cooldowns, and these cooldowns synergize with those cooldowns, and, like, there's all this other, like, interplay in it, and people just don't get it. 1v1 Arena, rated dueling? I don't know about that. Classes aren't balanced for 1v1. We saw that yesterday. That's just how it is. All that in the same engine and graphics will only attract nostalgia classic players. I don't believe they can keep using that. Using the same engine and graphics. So, about the graphics of World of Warcraft. This game came out 10 years ago. This game doesn't have insane graphics, but it has great fidelity of the graphics. It's not photorealistic, at least. Let's see here. What other games don't really have good graphics? I mean, Lost Ark is using Unreal 3. PUBG sucks. Ark is a joke. World of Tanks I don't think looks very good. Black Desert I don't think looks great if you actually look at it. It has great visuals, but the fidelity of those visuals is very low. There are many games. Return to Moria looks like shit, in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, the Ark is new. Well, what I'm saying is, like, this is the point that I'm making, is that graphics don't make the game better. I think that just keeping the same old graphics is a good idea, because that's what OSRS does, and it's been very successful. At least try with the old graphics at first. No respec cost. I completely agree with this. I think having to spend gold to respec only limits the game, and it makes it less fun. I actively play the game less because I can't respec. It's that simple. I want to do PvP, and I also want to be able to tank. But I can't do that without paying 100 gold collectively, right? Respec one way, respec back. Dual spec? No, you should just be able to respec whenever you want. However you want. You need a gold sync? You're right. I think they should do it in a different way. I would be okay if, for example, like, as like a compromise, you were able to have like 3 different specs. Like, you know, you had your arm spec, your fury spec, and your prot spec, and you would have to respec your prot spec if you wanted to change your talents in your prot, but you could swap between any of them, like, I don't know, maybe in town or maybe wherever you're at. You know, I think that would be okay. No honor system or rank 14 grind. The rank 14 grind was garbage. It was not a good system. What should they do instead? Maybe they should do something like Burning Crusade. I don't really know. I have no idea. But they should do something that is different than the rank 14 grind. They already changed it? Yeah, I don't know if it's any better, though. Guild banks. Guild banks obviously should happen. There is no downside to guild banks, and it's just that's all there is to it. Guild banks are good, and they should have guild banks. Like, yeah, there you go. There's no decay. Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I'd have to think more about it. Mount tab, like, just in retail? Absolutely. This is not even a question. Having mounts take up a slot in your inventory adds nothing to the game, and it's just simply annoying. Summoning stones. No. No. If it was retail WoW, I would want summoning stones. But classic WoW is not retail WoW. That's the truth. The reason why Classic WoW is really cool is because you have to ride from Stormwind down through Westfall to get the ZG buff. If you could summon people, like, collectively at Zul'Gurub and just have them all summon there, or at Yojimba Isle, and you can do that with Warlocks. So it's not like this is impossible to do, but it's something that you have to plan for and earn. So yes. New classes. I think this is something I would be interested in, but I don't think it's something they should do right off the bat. Yeah, I mean, like, maybe in, like, 2 years into it, right? They could add in a Death Knight or something. Yeah, Blizzard will fuck it up. Probably, yes. AoE looting. I agree with AoE looting. I think AoE looting is a good thing. It just simply makes the game more streamlined to play. Now, I will provide an argument against AoE looting and talk about why I don't think that it's valid anymore. One reason why AoE looting is bad is because the amount of time that it takes for you to loot all of the items is another value that you have to calculate in terms of, is something worth farming or not. But the truth is that people are very fast with looting now, with macros and everything. So really, this is something that just makes it unpleasant and annoying for casual players. And, sorry, it just makes the game worse for casual players, and good players are able to automate around it. So it's like the worst of both worlds. Irrelevant to good players and hurtful to casual players. So yes, AoE looting, absolutely. Minigame content. Abso-fucking-lutely. Remember the Dark Moon Fair they added in patch 4.3 in Cataclysm in Dragon Soul? That was a very good day. I think they need to add a lot more stuff like that. Absolutely not. No, absolutely they need to add that. Maybe not the one from 4.3, but in a general sense, they need to add more content that is casual content for the game for players to do that is outside of the scope of just logging on and doing a raid. Like a Brawlers Guild, stuff like that. Fall Guys, stuff like that. Yes, exactly. Well, little jumping puzzles. I would love that. Achievement system with chase meta account rewards. I will now disagree with this. And this is going to go back and forth to this here. Okay? And the reason why, I'm going to tell you guys why. Achievements drive gameplay. Whenever there is an achievement in the game, players play the game differently because of that achievement. Classic WoW is a perfect mix between a sandbox and a theme park MMO because it doesn't have those. Adding achievements into the game changed the way people played the game. Do you remember back in Wrath of the Lich King and Cataclysm whenever everybody was trying to do stupid stuff in Battlegrounds in order to get the achievements? Oh my god, it was so annoying. I just don't want to have that. So, I like achievements, right? I used to be number 2 in the entire region for achievements. So, I was very, very serious about it. I had the top achievement points on my server by a mile for like 4 years. The only reason I lost it is because I quit. Who was number 1? I don't remember, actually. Yeah, I don't remember. Let's see here. Pre-made group finder like retail WoW. I do agree with this. I think that there should be a pre-made group finder. Now, I want to distinguish between 2 types of group finder, okay? You guys are not understanding. Let me explain. Whenever I'm talking about a group finder, what I mean by a group finder is I don't mean the dungeon finder or the raid finder. I mean the pre-made group thing that you can put a listing for your group based off of what you're doing. This should be in the game. This should not be in the game. And this should not be in the game. This is simply something that if Blizzard doesn't make it, people will make it in Discord or through an add-on. And it will probably be through an add-on. I don't think that you should need to use third-party tools in order to play a video game. The pre-made group finder is just simply an add onto the game, and it makes it easier for people to do things rather than spamming trade chat. Spamming trade chat adds no value to the game, and it just sucks. So that's what I mean whenever I'm talking about pre-made group finder. I am not talking about dungeon finder or raid finder. Rare spawn events on the world that are actually difficult and rewarding. I think this is true, but this is the thing that I should worry about. Making things rewarding can change the way that people play the game, but having events out in the world, I think, will make the game feel more alive. Especially for zones that are not very popular. Like Faralas. What the fuck do people do in Faralas? Well, I guess they... No, Dire Maul. People do things in Dire Maul. Desolus. Nobody gives a shit about Desolus. Let's see. Where's a few... Winter Spring?
Desolus is the place where Dire Maul's at.
Maradon? Yeah, Maradon.
Maradon, yeah.
Stone
Dire
Talon
Maul.
Mountains.
Okay, that place
who
is
does anything in
useless.
Stone Talon Mountains? The Blasted Lands. Nobody goes to the Blasted Lands.
There's a few quests.
So, like, if you had, like, a dark
gotta go
portal
back there.
event, where, like, a demon lord comes out of the dark portal, like a pit lord comes out of the dark portal, you have to kill him, and, you know, maybe he drops something, like a new world boss. That would be kind of cool, right? I mean, like, maybe. And I think they should try it out. Ashara is another dead zone. Respawn inside of instance after a wipe. It is very hard for me to say that this is a bad thing. Having to run back to your body adds no value and no gameplay. It is annoying and it is a waste of time. I think that the game, it is very easy to talk about things that create a greater sense of, like, existence in a greater world, and there are other things that are just recursive and boring. And I think running back to your body, running back to the Molten Core entrance is recursive and boring. It adds no value to the game, it's annoying, it's a waste of time, and it just makes things take longer. There's no genuine value that it creates. So, yes, I do think that you should respawn inside of the instance after you wipe. Pointless time waste. Yes, exactly. It gives death a penalty. Death already has a penalty. It's called death. It's called you lose your elixirs. You lose your place in front of the boss. You don't kill the boss. Your gear is broken. What do you mean? It makes death have a penalty. That's enough of a penalty already. You lose your world buffs. That's massive. Would you say this also should apply to overworld deaths? No, overworld deaths are. I think that the way WoW is designed, you should not change anything about overworld deaths. If you die, you run back, you get your body. You're wrong on that. You can 100% play classic with no elixirs, so no death penalty at all. No, I don't agree with the death penalty. I think death penalties make games less fun. Death penalties in general make games less fun for the majority of the player base. I understand that there are people that are like adrenaline junkies that like the idea of getting involved with like death penalties and being punished for dying. But like this is like a small niche community. The average player doesn't want to have to constantly be hyper focused on worrying about being arbitrarily having like an hour of their time wasted because of some bullshit.
Maybe
this is like a micro community. Hardcore WoW is very popular on Twitch